Hey, welcome back. So I had this idea that came to my mind, which I thought would be a great video to talk about, and that's the two best combo lenses you need if you shoot Sony. Now, a lot of folks may not shoot Sony, and that's okay. I can recommend two other lens combo alternatives if you shoot maybe, let's say, Nikon or Canon, and those two are, this is the new Sony 24 to 50 G lens. This is the f2.8, and then the OG 85 f1.8 lens. So I started using these two lenses on my portrait shoots a lot more recently, and I recently did two client photo shoots with these, and typically I do use my 35 f1.4 G Master, but I felt that I didn't need that f1.8 aperture, especially if I'm going to be shooting wider for portraits. If I really want those detail close-up shots where I can isolate my subject, the 85 1.8 does it for me. Here are a few shots that I've done with the 24 to 50 f2.8, and the lens is actually pretty sharp given that it's not a G Master lens, but you get all the G Master elements to it. You know, you get your nice aperture ring on the lens. You can actually declick it. So if you wanted to make that aperture more of a smoother throw, and this is something that typically this would be used for video creators or cinematographers. If they want to be able to change exposure in video, they can do that very smoothly without those hard stops. The one thing I don't like about this lens, but I ended up just growing past it, is the zoom barrel. It's at its smallest when you have it at 50, but if you want the wide end of it, it extends out. So it's whatever, but if I knew I was going to use this as like a walk around lens and I wanted to shoot wider at 24, I don't think I like this, but it's fine. So during use, it's okay. So, and I just know that when storing this lens, I gotta just zoom it back out down to 50 and we're good to go. The 85, this is an old prime lens. This was probably one of my first, and I have yet to replace this 85. I've been tempted to get the G Master 2, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to spend that $1,800. And it's been yielding some good results. Now, there have been occasions where I've noticed, because I do shoot with my other primes that are G Masters, I can tell the difference. It's not as sharp. Even during my photo shoots, I can miss some shots that miss focus, especially I'm shooting in some type of high continuous mode when I have a subject that's moving. I do miss some shots, but if you're patient and if you have the time to set up and compose your subject, it gets the shot. So it's not the sharpest, so I typically shoot this with an aperture of 2.0, 2.8, just to make sure that, you know, my subject is going to be in focus, especially that I'm using eye autofocus and face detection. I don't want to miss out on a pretty good shot. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like these two lenses, if you didn't shoot Sony, Canon has their 24 to 70. I'm not sure what the price is, but you can pair that with their L lens or their RF lenses, their 85. I think they have an 85 1.2. Between those two combinations, it's pretty pricey. Nikon has their 85 1.2. I think they have a 1.4 on their ZF body, and you can pair that with their 24 to 70. I'm gonna just put up here what the three look like against the Sony 24 to 50. And if you wanted to use the Sony G Master 24 to 70 plus the 85, that's a combination you can try, but I don't think I'm missing out on those extra if I had a 24 to 70. the 15 millimeters between 70 to 85. So if I want to go further than 50, then I'm going for the 85. I don't think the 70 is going to give me that extra reach, sure, but if I really wanted to have something to help isolate my subject and I wanted that compression, I feel like the 85 is going to stick out more than a 70 millimeter on a 24 to 70 lens. So, but this is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope this was informative. And if you are interested on watching videos like this, please do subscribe. I'm planning to keep a weekly upload of videos. So if you don't want to miss out, do subscribe and we'll chat back in next week. Thanks.